Hello everybody and welcome to this Scouting Report. I'm Dan Haiek here with Matt Doyle. Today previewing the first game of the regular season for Major League Soccer between the Seattle Sounders and Sporting KC. Matt, what's your hook for this one? Why do people need to watch this game?
It's the first game of the season and there's going to be 40,000 people there, Dan. I think you're wrong in the head if you're not watching this game.
All right, well, one man that will hope to please those 40,000 people in attendance is, of course, Obafemi Martins. When he played last year, he was close to MVP caliber. He scored 8 goals, 4 assists in less than 1,500 minutes. Is he the kind of player that can break through this very talented, very tough Sporting KC defense?
He is. I mean, he's capable of individual brilliance out there, which of course is why the Sounders got him in the first place. But where he's really, really good is combining quickly from coming off the back line, combining quickly, and then bursting into space. And against Sporting KC, that's maybe their one defensive weakness, is they can get gappy, and against quick forwards, they can get beat like that. And that's where Martins is going to try to make his money this weekend and really throughout the entire 2014 season.
Now, from a Sporting perspective, possession is the key, or was the key at least in 2013. That brings us to the WTF stat. The number is 55%. They had the second best possession in MLS in 2013, only behind Real Salt Lake. Is possession the key in this game against Seattle?
Well, Sporting KC wants to come out and possess the ball for the vast majority of the game, pretty much every game. And they're going to try to do that even though it's on the road, even though it's on turf, really not the best field to try to play a pure possession game. But that's what they're going to try to do. Seattle doesn't really care that much. They're not really based around possession. They're based more around quick transitions.
It is worth noting, though, that they did have over 50% possession during last season.
It's true. They did. I think most of the really good teams in MLS did last year, and Seattle for most of the season was a really good team last year. Obviously that changed at the end of the season, but that wasn't because they didn't have possession. Right. That was because their transitions from defense through the midfield became very, very slow and very, very predictable. If you do that against Sporting, they will bottle you up and they will shut you down, and Martins will never get the chance to run between the lines like he did so effectively. So it's not about possession for Seattle. It's about being quicker into their transitions into the attack.
Well, for Seattle, it will also be about preventing Sporting from scoring goals. The man given the task to score those goals for Sporting in this Week 1 game is likely Dom Dwyer. So your man-to-man is Dwyer versus Chad Marshall.
Yeah, Chad Marshall has been one of my favorite defenders in MLS for a long time. And where he's best is when he's playing on his front foot, aggressively attacking the ball, whether it's on the ground or in the air, where he is dominant. Where he can struggle, though, is when the team puts him on the back foot. And that happens against speedy strikers who really like to get around the back shoulder and get into space. That's what Dom Dwyer does. That's really what he's best at. As much of a prolific scorer as he was in USL Pro last season, he hasn't quite brought that to the MLS level. But he doesn't need to for Sporting Kansas City. As long as he takes Marshall out of the play and off that front foot, he will be serving his purpose out there.
All right, well, it is a special occasion, Matt, so will you do me the honor of making a prediction for this special game?
All right, this is my secret, folks. The first couple of weeks of the season, just pick all home team wins. It's too early to figure out who's in a good run of form and who's in a bad run of form. Just play it safe. You'll get over 50% at least through March.
All right, well, let us know what you think in the comment section below as far as how this one will play out. It kicks off at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. You can watch it on NBCSN.